It's Disney Detonation coming at you from the Transformative Content Fair U Studios in New Jersey. And yes, today we are nerds. I am a nerd. I'm going to review the Ashoka series, but not in the same sense that you think. It's shrinkity shrink. So I decided to start a second channel called Film Detonation. Now you can see this in the background for it. But to the way I'm going to format it is going to be so much more easier than doing regular vlogs, because I have to go watch the vlogger content, clip it, do screen capture, stick it into a software editor, and then stick it into OBS. It's like a whole thing. With the film review, I can just record myself, throw a couple of screenshots up, and be done. I watch a lot of TV and film. Like I have an elliptical machine in my garage, and I use that thing quite a bit. So I watch on that, and I'm always looking for content to watch. Now, here is my abridged review, my spoiler-free review of Ahsoka.
It stinks.
Now, I don't know if a lot of people here probably saw this. I stuck this up in my community section. I photoshopped the poster for a movie called Weekend at Bernie's. Now, the movie is these two guys, they're getting this ridiculously fabulous free vacation. They get there, and the guy who's hosting them is dead. So what they do is they take his dead body, and they basically just go on their vacation, and everyone that knows this guy, Bernie, who's dead, they pretend that he's alive. Now, I think that this is a good analogy with Disney, because from my perspective, they're walking around. It's just like the shows are. It's a bloated dead corpse. The writing is terrible. The dialogue is terrible. There's too much suspension of disbelief in some of the things that they do. So the only thing Star Wars left about Star Wars Disney is the way it looks. That's it. So it's just like they dressed up a dead body and they're walking it around, in my opinion. Now, so the rest of this video is just going to be about underscoring that point. So you really don't even need to watch the rest of this if you don't want to see it. It's just basically going to be me making fun of Star Wars at this point. So I'm going to show examples of poor dialogue, examples of suspension of disbelief, and that's it. So I did clip a lot of stuff for this video. It is considered Disney material. That's why I'm sticking it in the Disney Detonation channel. So here we go. Here's the first example of poor dialogue.
I'll tell you a secret. Being a Jedi isn't about wielding a lightsaber.
It helps. It helps.
I mean, seriously? It's crazy. Okay, so here's a image of suspension of disbelief. There's 4 stormtroopers behind her. She's got his back turned to him. Not one of them shooting at her or getting a kill shot on her. Here's when Space Jesus and Force Girl meet up. So a little background on here. She basically sold out the entire galaxy, giving this MacGuffin, this ball map to the protagonists to go and meet this guy, to go and see Ezra, Space Jesus. This is supposed to be this climactic scene, based upon what happened in the last episode of the cartoon Rebels. I mean, the acting is just terrible.
Though, sure took you long enough.
Boo. Okay, so the next episode is I Just Want to Be Happy by Force Girl.
In fact, how did you find me? How did you get here?
Let's not talk about that.
I mean, what an asshole. This girl's the protagonist Thon is getting ready to he's got the means, and he's got troops. He's going back to restart the Empire, and this is currently happening now, and she doesn't want to talk about it.
Not right now.
What the
Sabine?
Hey, I just want to be happy that I found you.
Well, that's great. Meanwhile, the rest of the world's going to be blown up. Here we go. So this I thought was hilarious. They the hermit crab Ewoks can speak Spanish in this series.
Charming! Any real weapons?
They're peaceful people.
Peaceful, fine. You didn't mention defenseless.
They survived well enough.
Like, what? God. Why? Why? Okay, so here's here's a bunch of clips of suspension of disbelief. Here, so they're Sabine, Space Jesus, Force Girl, Ahsoka are in an open field with the hermit crab Ewoks, and the Empire is strifing them. Here's strife number 1. Swing and a miss. Strife number 2. Get him, Space Jesus. Go, First Girl. Swing and a miss. Strife number 3.
Would burst out of the engines that way.
More than I need. On my signal.
Okay, so here is how they remedy the situation.
Now.
He takes his hands off the controls, closes his eyes. There's a well-trained pilot, and the hermit crab Ewok is very happy. So here's Ahsoka to the rescue. So this is great. So they're all surrounded by stormtroopers. They're completely encircled, and this happens.
Don't you want to take us as prisoners? As prisoners? Huh? Or
Fire!
I mean, look at this. Rosario Dawson is a good actress. I mean, the directing is it's just terrible. Okay, this is even better. So the brilliant tactician Thon in action.
A rare sight, almost like the Jedi of old. Recall the gunships, call off the aerial pursuit. These are unfortunate, but acceptable losses given.
Why didn't they just send another TIE fighter squadron out to just annihilate them? Or it's madness.
What a maroon. What an ignoramus.
So the next clip is "We Can't Die." So basically, here they're trying to get on the Star Destroyer, which in an open field, and the Star Destroyer has open fire on them, which is supposedly can destroy cities, but can't hit 3 people on dog horses in the middle of a field. It's just... Okay, so here, this next clip is called "Why Stop Shooting." So here they are. They've gotten to the precipice to get on the Star Destroyer, but it's too far for them to go, and the stormtroopers on the other side, and they're like this. I would assume this the Star Destroyer has more than just handguns, and they decide to stop trying to shoot at them. It's an open shot.
you can't make that jump.
Jesus. So this next clip is called "A Pathetic Display of the Force." So in Star Wars lore, you supposedly have to train to be a Jedi. Apparently, Force Girl learned how to use the Force in a couple of scenes, and she's very proficient at it. She's like an accelerated Force user, I guess.
And a rather pathetic display of force.
It's just so bad. Okay, "We Can't Die." Again. They're just teeing off on this platform, and there's stormtroopers behind them, and no one can hit them. I mean, it's so bad. It's comical. Yeah, whatever, man. So here's the next clip. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, you see here, they're being shot from. So the Star Destroyer can't figure out. Just move the shots over to the right a little bit. Let's let them fly. I mean, come on. So that's it for this episode. I don't know where they go from here because this is almost an insult, an insult to people's intelligence at this point.
That's ridiculous, Mo. And transmission.